I know what you're wondering. Who the hell is this fool I clicked on? Well, that makes two of us. Hey guys, welcome back to another episode of Santa's Not the Only One Delivering Good Content this year. Today, I'm filled with holiday spirits, if you know what I mean. I was originally doing some research about Eddie Murphy for my Haunted Mansion video and I stumbled across this little gem. But the strange thing is, I didn't even know it existed. Like, look at the year it came out and I didn't even know this was a thing. Like, where was all the marketing for it? A Shrek Christmas movie? Yes, please. It's a short film though, which would have made this video about 4 minutes long. So I decided to cover two Christmas shorts. The other one being Elf, Buddy's Christmas something. What was it? Wait, it's a musical? Okay, let's cover Elf first then. The movie opens up at Christmas Town and apparently everyone is happy there all the time. Is it a far travel? Can I come? But Buddy was the happiest out of everyone, even though he actually isn't an elf.
I like it even better when they stop.
I get the feeling Santa is fed up of everyone being happy all the time. Like, is it similar to being around a perky person? Anyways, Buddy shows up surfing on a seal and joins in on the singing. And he gets carried away, to the point of destroying everything. Okay, maybe it will be annoying.
Why don't you just say it? I'm a cotton-headed ninny-muggins.
That sounds racist. But he expresses to Santa that he doesn't feel like he's an elf, and Santa now decides to take it upon himself to tell him,
"No, you ain't!"
Okay, so I guess this is a reboot of the Elf movie. I wasn't sure. The story goes that when Santa was delivering presents in an orphanage, a baby crawled in his sack without him noticing. I know how I worded that. And he brought back a baby by mistake. So I guess he did the right thing and carried the baby back.
So the elves took him in and raised him as one of their own.
Oh. And if your argument is that he covers many places in one night and he doesn't know where he got the baby from, then enjoy this little clip.
Your mother's name was Susan Wells.
I rest my case.
Now all you have left is your father, who never knew you were born.
What makes you think he'd want to know now? Wow! Turns out Dad's been on the naughty list for over 50 years. Wow, that's a lot longer than my existence. Frick. So, Buddy sets sail to New York to get his dad off of the naughty list. Good luck, Buddy. You're definitely gonna need it. He gets into a song imagining what it would be like when he finally meets his dad. Sounds like expectations to me, and expectations usually lead to disappointment when they don't meet too serious. He reaches New York and basically just asks anyone with ears for Walter Hobbs. He has an awkward encounter with a guy named Walter and a guy named Hobbs. Good thing they were nice people. Turns out Dad is a big busy grump and doesn't even want to put up a Christmas tree. Dad tries to give Michael, his son, some money to get an early Christmas gift, but he refuses. I don't. Give it to me. Mom tells Michael they can write a letter to Santa about what he wants, but he doesn't believe in Santa. And he goes into song about just wanting to spend a day with his dad. So Buddy shows up to his dad's work and his dad thought it was one of those Christmas gram things. And well...
I love you.
Security!
It goes pretty well. You know, I've only ever seen bits and pieces of the original Elf movie, but like... I feel like this is the exact same movie. So he sees this girl and gets completely stupid. Been there. And he immediately talks to her. Wow, this guy got more balls than me. Frick. Anyway, she assumes he's the new guy and fills him in on the job.
Deck the halls with, come on, boughs of holly.
And that's usually the point where the girl gets turned off and wants nothing to do with your existence. But somehow, that works for her.
You're a fake.
Hey, buddy, how'd you like to be dead?
Wow. Gotta make that minimum wage, bro. Willing to take a life for it? Huh? Blah blah blah. They end up in a brawl. Blondie hears the cops coming, grabs him, and runs. That seems like a red flag. Is that a red flag? He asks where he can see her again, and she tells him that she skates at this place. Where is it?
I hang out at the ice rink at Rockefeller Center.
Meanwhile, Buddy stalks his dad all the way to Central Park to tell him that he's on the naughty list. And he mentions his mom's name. So now he believes him.
Then, until we get this sorted out, he needs to stay with us.
That's some serious bravery with this family. Props to you. They beg him to decorate the apartment and he reluctantly agrees, but he says don't go overboard.
Wow.
Well, that doesn't look overboard one bit. I wonder what Dad thinks about this. Oh, he didn't give a response.
look up, honey. Mistletoe.
Oh, I thought Buddy was the one gonna do the kissing. So meanwhile at work, Dad is trying to come up with a new book idea and he's having a bit of a hard time. So Buddy inspires him to distract his grumpy boss with eggnog and something called tinsel, so he won't see how terrible the ideas are. Are you gonna spike his eggnog? I feel like that's the only way it'll be effective. Dad gives Buddy the rest of the day off, so he goes to see Blondie. Her name is Jovi, but I like calling her Blondie. They go skating and he tries to convince her that singing is good for her. I think it went pretty well. Turns out Dad's idea works and the boss liked the idea. And he looks a bit drunk too. I was kidding. But Buddy shows up and bamboozles the whole thing, which snaps the boss out of his state, and he absolutely hates the idea now. He was definitely drunk. He tells Dad that he has until tomorrow to come up with an original idea, or else he is... Whoa! Fire! Oh, tomorrow's Christmas Eve, by the way. So Dad gets understandably upset and tells him to leave.
You're not my son!
Oh, he just went back to the apartment. I would have kicked him out of my life. He left a note that Mom and Michael reads when they got home, and they decide to go find him.
This is a very important meeting.
What's more important than your family?
I don't know, making sure y'all don't live in the streets or starve to death.
I'll tell you, snot-nose, money is what's more important.
So Dad quits. You sure that's a good idea? Buddy sees Santa struggling to fly because his sleigh runs on Christmas spirit, which is actually lacking these days, surprise. Michael and Mom see Santa and follows, knowing Buddy won't be far behind, and well, they eventually find him. Dad apologizes and they make up. Well, that was quick. And Santa comes almost crashing into them. Do you think it was intentional? I mean, look at that face. Santa tells Dad he's officially off the naughty list and gives him a present. Well, that was real quick.
Is this what I think it is? The skateboard I asked for when I was 5 years old?
Of course not. What are you going to do with a skateboard?
Why you gotta be so brutal, Santa? Why? It was just a skateboard, relax.
It's a skateboard.
Dad's Christmas spirit boosted the sleigh. Dad's Christmas spirit boosted the sleigh a bit, but it wasn't enough. Then some random naughty listers show up, including Dad's boss, and they want the presents on the sleigh. So is that a yearly thing? Do you all just camp for Santa waiting to take his presents? Like, wouldn't it be easier to just be nice? So Buddy and Santa decide to hold them off while the family goes to spread Christmas cheer. Conveniently enough, they encounter Blondie, who tells them,
Just keep
Singing.
and well, they do that. And that gives the sleigh all the mojo it needs.
This is Jovi. I think she's my girlfriend.
When did that happen? Looks like the Christmas spirit hit everyone, even the naughty listers, as they begin singing as well.
Good night.
See? Was that so hard? And that's the film. I'll give my thoughts at the end of the video, so let's just jump into... Shrek the Halls with halls of Halsey, polly-lolly-lo-dee-dee-do-dee-dee-do. Shrek has 3 mini Shreks? When did that happen?
You know there's only 159 days left to Christmas, so you better be good.
Okay, that will make today July 18th. That would be about 6 months away from Christmas. I love Christmas, but even I find that's a bit much.
I don't care about Christmas.
That is blasphemous!
Now Donkey is back saying it's 51 days left. That's still better, but no. It's Christmas Adam now. That's the day before Christmas Eve.
No one here gives a hoot about Christmas.
And out comes Fiona, expressing excitement for Christmas. So now Shrek has to give her a nice Christmas.
You did, man. You know that, right?
I mean, shouldn't she have been mentioning that since after Thanksgiving? Who waits until Christmas Adam to decorate? Shrek goes into this bookstore and expresses to the cashier that he doesn't know anything about Christmas. So she gives him a book with instructions and kicks him out. Fiona wakes up to a decorated house.
It's horrible!
No, Donkey!
You know, they usually just toilet paper and run away, but whoever did this means business.
Donkey with his quippy lines. Fiona tries to tell Donkey that Shrek prefers to spend Christmas with his family, but we all know Donkey didn't hear that properly. And now we get a lovely montage of them sorting out their decoration, while Shrek is secretly checking off the list from the book. And the final stage of the list was to tell a Christmas story near the campfire. Campfire, furnace. And before he can get to tell his story, In comes Donkey with all the other creatures for a Christmas party. It's just a tiny bit chaotic and Shrek leaves. Fiona comes to check up on him and bring him back to the party. Do things like this actually happen? Like, are people not aware that they are being chaotic to other people's homes? So Shrek sees his kids under the table and goes over to continue his story. And in comes Donkey again, getting excited about it and bringing everyone around to listen to it. Alright, here it was a weird version of the story. And it ends with Donkey licking Shrek's legs. Puss in Boots takes over and starts telling his own story. You see where this is going. Gingerbread Man takes over and basically tells a horror story.
Now you know that's not how it goes. You weren't there!
That really happened? Shrek tries to kick Donkey out, the book falls out, Shrek tries to take it back, and well, things get a bit out of hand.
Hey!
So he really kicks them out now, and he and Donkey argue.
Everything under control until they showed up and ruined my Christmas.
What the actual f*** did you just say to me right now?
Ooh. Honestly, that's not the direction I was expecting it to go. I also thought Fiona would have wanted them to leave. She heads out and takes the babies to go apologize to everyone. Well, at least you got your peace and quiet now. Wait, what? How did he get ahead of them?
I'm sorry you took getting kicked out of my house the wrong way.
Huh?
Wow. Somebody's been listening to too much YouTuber apologies. Turns out it's also Shrek's first Christmas and he wanted it to be perfect. So they make up and head back to the house. Shrek says lights out, but everyone wants to hear a story first, so Shrek finally gets to tell his story. Santa shows up. And it ends. That was a lot quicker than I thought.
That's what she said.
Alright, so first off with Elf. It was good. I found Buddy to be a bit annoying, but overall it was a pretty charming watch. I can't believe Blondie still liked Buddy after all those like weird displays of character.
Oh, him! Do you want to meet him? Come on!
She just completely ignored those things. Maybe she's also a red flag. Shrek was less fun for me oddly enough, and like it was just 20 minutes of story, so that was like just very short and disappointing. No, but hey, at least he learned the true meaning of Christmas and decided to embrace everyone as family for Christmas. And well, that's it from me. What can I say? Like, I generally like my happy Christmas ending stuff. That's what the season is for, right? To bring family and friends together to enjoy each other's company in this limited time we have here. Or it's a big corporate scam to get us to be a bunch of sheep and keep us enslaved. Thanks for watching. Peace!